You know, a president, it must be stressed, cannot defend a nation if he is not held accountable to its laws. One law in this connection is to secure such a country at a time like this. The opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP caucus of the House of Reps has backed their colleagues at the Senate over the call for impeachment of the President Muhammadu Buhari. The PDP lawmakers said the state of the country is appalling and therefore issued a 6-week ultimatum to the number one citizen to solve the numerous challenges of the country or risk being removed. We are indeed in the throes of an exceptional emergency, Jide.
Yeah, people are not happy. People expect us to be protected better. People are speaking their minds. And look, when lawmakers speak in this manner, they are responding to pressure from their own constituents. Because people are asking questions, what's going on? What's going on? We've never been so wide open like this. We've got to protect Nigerians better. And if the seat of power itself does not feel safe, then where is it safe? That's the question that people will ask. Where is it safe? If the seat of power doesn't feel safe, where is it safe? Where do we run to? So the Senate, they had a session that they shot journalists out of. But clearly, during that closed door session, they told themselves the truth. Told themselves the truth that the way things are going, we are on the throes of a security emergency. There is a need for drastic measures to be taken. There's a need to get a message across to the president that he needs to work harder. He needs to do better in the area of protecting us. I don't think there's anything wrong about that because it's their duty to oversight the president. If the president is not doing well in an area, they have every reason to tell him, Mr. President, in this area, that area, you need to improve. That was what came out of that meeting. But by the time the PDP guys came out, it then occurred to someone to actually, yes, the idea of an ultimatum was the product of that meeting. But they were proposing that after the ultimatum, they would think of what to do next. But the PDP guys decided to bring the idea of impeachment notice, but that was not what. That was not the decision of the committee of the whole.
That's
you get the point. So a lot of them must have been taken aback. The APC guys that we did it. We said yes. Let's give him 6 months within which to
6
improve,
weeks.
6 weeks. Sorry, within which to improve. But we had not decided that in
After
upon
6 weeks,
after 6 weeks, then impeachment. No. So they are saying that was not what, and you could sense that the Senate president was embarrassed by that motion. That was why he aggressively shut it down. But in all of this, we can see something.
Yeah.
The fact that Nigerians and their representatives are worried.
Oh,
that look,
and rightly so.
Yeah, the security has to improve. And now I'm not surprised that the PDP House of Reps caucus decided to support their colleagues. Now they are saying that they will still go ahead with the plan to impeach the president. That, in my view, would only achieve the aim of sending a message across.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the number to impeach the president.
One of them boasted they had the numbers.
You and I know that they do not control
their house.
The thing is just like in the US.
So, sorry, are you suggesting that even in the ruling party,
yes,
many members are not as
they are not impressed with the
goings on?
Yes, they are not impressed with the way with what this government has achieved in the area of security.
Yeah,
they are not achieved. They are not impressed, and they say it. You heard Ndume screaming on the floor the other day. You heard Smart Adeyemi also saying this, that we can't go home. We can't go to our respective constituencies. It's dangerous, this and that. So I can feel that anger. That anger must have led to the decision to give the president an ultimatum to improve.
Yeah.
But the decision of the whole was not that it should be followed with an impeachment notice.
Yeah. BC, but you know, the 6 weeks started counting down yesterday. Life is like a football match. You can never score a goal so long as you don't have your eye on the goalposts.
For me, it's good enough that our lawmakers, for the first time, stood up to identify with Nigerians in this security area, and also took a decision to give the president an ultimatum. It doesn't matter whether that ultimatum, whether anything is going to come out of that ultimatum or not. But at least for the first time, we saw something, we saw a reaction that identifies with the feelings of the people. And that, for me, is very important and should be noted. Whether they are going to achieve the purpose, I don't even see them achieving that in any case. But I cannot say that even for sure now. You see, to impeach a president is not moi moi. It's a long process. They need a third of the National Assembly to sign the petition, the notice for impeachment.
Yeah.
The Senate president will need to serve the president that notice of impeachment. And after that process, they now need 2/3 of the National Assembly to vote.
To third signatures.
Yes, to vote for the impeachment of the president. So it's a very long, winding process that you cannot say that because some people just merely walked out and gave an ultimatum that is what is coming out of it. But at least we are happy
for once.
For once. And who knows, maybe that also propelled the military to do the changes that we saw between yesterday and today. Who knows? Maybe not, maybe. Yeah. But at least it's symbolic.
But the most popular form of hope is expecting nothing from something, especially in our country, given to miracles and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the president should be embarrassed enough that that senators can even come together and say they want to give him 6 weeks within which to improve. This area of his stewardship is not done well at all.
Gidi, I wonder how you react to the statement credited to the Kaduna helmsman that Mr. President never knew about a particular development until I told him, Things like that will deepen the gulf between the leader and the led.
Yes, maybe the papers that reported the threats by those bandits to kidnap the president, maybe they were not shown to the president. Maybe so that he will not read them. In any case, I don't view that threat seriously. It's just empty threat from some bandits who are already playing God or believing that look, they are unassailable, no one can handle them at this stage. Their record of success against the armed forces, against ordinary Nigerians, is beginning to make them think that anything that they want to do, they can succeed at it. So why won't they think of kidnapping the president or kidnapping Governor Rufai? But in my view, yes, this is a long shot. They can't achieve it, but this should encourage the president to take whatever steps that need to be taken to wipe these guys out. These guys are good for nothing. We don't need them. They are making life unbearable for our people, inflicting serious pain on our people. You can imagine bandits who have kept the train victims
since March
28th.
No change
They
of
are
dresses.
collecting 100 million from per person. In fact, one of the victims was said to have paid 200 million before he was released. 200 million, one. You know? One earlier paid 120 million. Then another one paid 200 million. Those boys have collected up to 1.8 billion from hapless Nigerians that they have held. There's a friend of mine who told me that, look, we are contributing money for one of the guys because they've been told it has to be 100 million or nothing. You know?
And what do they use this money for? Buy more arms to harass the hapless country.
The more weapons they have, the stronger they become. They will be able to confront the military. They will be able to kidnap more people. You know, so it's a terrible situation that we find ourselves. I hope that the ultimatum given the president will make him sit down with his people, including the National Security Advisor, whose impact we are not feeling, to then operationalize the protection of not just Abuja, but every part of our country. And we want to see results.
I hear he has threatened the service chiefs with a sack if they don't behave.
But it's not the service chiefs alone. How about the NSA, for example? That's the man who sits at top of everything.
He's the clearinghouse.
He's the man who sits at top of everything. But we are not seeing results. Even in his home state, his hometown, Monguno, lately there have been attacks there. His hometown.
All right, Mr. President, we wish you well. We know this. The buck stops at your table in Abuja. What you do in the coming days will make or mar our country.